Hey guys, it's Gus, and I've just been farting around doing the Winter Festival, and somebody asked for a last boss invite for DPS. So I said I'll join. Thank you, Jennifer, for the invite. But we were waiting for like 30, 45 seconds, way too long for a tank. So I said, I'll tank. And they said, LOL. I said, no, for real. Let me give it a shot. So we went in here without a tank, and I knew I had to, keep aggro, which I thought I'd be able to do. So thankfully I was. And it kind of confirmed what I thought about this boss fight and what we've seen is it doesn't really require a tank or a healer. This boss fight is actually quite simple as long as you're avoiding attacks. And you can avoid most of them. I think I do take a death. I'd actually joined a lot of last boss invites yesterday. I'm still trying to get the legendary pants to complete the collection, so I'm wasting a ton of legendary dragon keys on this thing. But as you can see, I'm not doing anything, unusual. I'm just playing normally. Actually, some people would probably rate this, on a scale of 1 to 10 at like 4 or 5, not playing that good. And it's working out just fine. Normally in advanced, I tend to do more damage than the other players because I'm using a build for master, so it has a lot of outgoing dragon damage, and I'm using the gloves that give damage when you're in scaled content, and a lot of people aren't using those. So, because the people with big builds, they don't run this dungeon; they run the master one. So I tend to be able to do a little bit more damage. And since I'm in here first, I have to kill the demo, right? Well, I don't, but normally the tank goes first, which is me. So I come in here, find the right corner, boom. Because hopefully the tank can do that. And if you're new to this dungeon as a tank, in order to get that glowing aura around you, you need that glowing aura. Because if you go in the portal without the aura, you will die when the dragon lands soon. So typically the tank goes in there first, and whoever goes in first has to identify the correct corner to go to. If you don't know which corner, just shout it out to the group. Hey, I don't know which corner. That way, the people coming in next can make sure they find it and locate it. But for me, once we've already started fighting the demos, I've already lost my bearings. It's too late for me. I gotta find it where it is before we start fighting. So I have my mental, place note. So now this is probably the hardest phase because we have to take out the most amount of health. The second phase is really quick. So I'm trying to establish aggro really quick. Invictus got some big damage off, but I got it right back. Him being ranged, he's able to get some attacks off sooner than me. And hopefully I keep it, right? Hopefully I don't die, because if I die, I lose all my aggro, and the only way to get it back is to do more damage than the other DPS have done already. Or have them die. And of course, since I volunteered to be the tank, I don't want them to die because of my fault. I don't remember if I took a death. I think I do. I think I do take a death. See if you can know why. If you watch because I didn't avoid the attack. I'm looking for the healing word buff icon. Oh, I just got a heal right there. Thank you. I'm so used to healing word. Maybe I just don't see it. Maybe the buff bar isn't showing it. But I'm gonna mess up really bad right here. My health stone is off cooldown. Oh, already call. Woo woo. Get some more aggro back. So now I'm not too worried because if I do die, we're so close to phasing him that nobody. Oh, good. Oh, we did get through it. Nice. I thought I died there. I did this a number of runs yesterday, so my memory's kind of sketchy. What's in my mail? I'm very curious. Hopefully, I sold something good. But yeah, thanks Jennifer for letting me in. And since I have my AP bar full right here, I'm not really attacking those tentacles too much because uh, you can look at those tentacles as two ways to chase the damage board or to fill your AP. So once my AP is full, I leave them alone so other DPS can get it. And if you notice, I just found the corner when I did a quick scan left or right to find which corner had the waterfalls, and it was the back right. So the fight's almost over. I think we're gonna lose a player right here, or we lost a player last phase, which is very normal and advanced. Advanced is a good training ground because typically you're fighting short-handed because somebody, especially if they're newer in here, will mess this up. And so you're usually short-handed in here. So you usually have to learn how to play without a tank or learn how to play without a healer or play short without DPS or two. If you notice, I actually have on the Portobello Da Vinci Companion, but my default is always the Black Death Scorpion. I think the Black Death Scorpion contributes to the most damage we'll get in the group. So I always have that on, and I take it off if somebody else is using it, and then I go to Portobello. But stats are great, but if you don't have combat advantage, you're hitting you're hitting so much less. So you want to make sure and have your combat advantage on. So I always have the Black Death Scorpion. And especially right now, as I'm moving around a lot, trying to avoid these attacks and whatnot, I'm gonna get hit. I'm gonna get popped. I think real soon. I think I do. If my memory's right. Yeah, I just got hit. Ooh, thank you for that heal. I'm still low. Heal me, heal me, heal me. Oh, I lost aggro. Shitty tanking. That's okay, because right now we basically, the fight's over. I know we are short of DPS, but 4 players is plenty. So who has aggro right now? Yennefer. Invictus had aggro for a tad bit. Did they die? No, Yennefer got it back. So you guys had aggro for, 15, 20 seconds or so, which is, I think that's pretty okay. Why am I glad that I did this? Because, if I can get a last boss invite, it will help get that last stupid shirt that I'm spending a fortune on a little bit easier than doing the whole dungeon. And if you don't have to, if you can't find a tank, which happens a lot when I play, because if anybody knows, my normal playing time is I log in at around midnight Eastern. So there's a lot less players on, and finding a tank or whatever may be a little bit more challenging. So I have to learn how to play without a tank or a healer sometimes if I want to play content. So it's just becoming normal. So thank you everybody for letting me try that experiment. You all did really good, and thank you Yennefer for the invite. Stay class, Neverwinter. See you soon.